Hey everyone, and welcome. So, have you ever had this awesome idea for a quiz, but then you hit a wall wondering how you actually, build the thing? Well, today we're going to turn that idea into a reality. We are going to walk through exactly how you can create a really polished, totally functional online quiz right from scratch. I mean, what if you could really go from just a blank page to a live quiz in only a few minutes? It might sound a little complicated, but you'll see the process is actually surprisingly simple. So let's get started. We've broken this whole process down into a really simple four-step journey. First, we'll start with the spark. That's your initial idea. Then we'll get into the blueprint, which is the core content. After that, we add the finishes for that personal touch. And finally, the launch, which is where we share it with the world. All right, let's jump right into section 1, the spark. This first step is all about turning your great idea into an actual project, and you're about to see just how fast it is to get going. Every great quiz starts with just a single click. Seriously, right from your dashboard, you're just going to hit Create Quiz, give your project a name, and that's it. The hardest part, just getting started, is officially done. You are on your way. Now for section 2, which is really the heart of the whole process, the blueprint. This is where we go from just having a named project to actually crafting the questions that are going to bring your quiz to life. So right now, you're basically looking at a blank canvas. To start building, your very first move is to select Add Question. This opens up the entire toolkit where you'll make all your creative choices. And this is your creative control panel. You are definitely not locked into just one format. You've got the classic multiple choice, fill in the blanks for testing recall, and even 2 different types of free format. The key thing to remember here is flexibility. You can mix and match all of these to keep your quiz dynamic and super engaging. Now, let's look a little closer at these free format options, because the difference here is really important. Matching text is perfect for when there's a specific right answer, you give it the keywords, and the system can grade it automatically. Free text, on the other hand, is for those more open-ended responses that you'll want to review manually. So choosing the right one really just depends on what your goal is. For this little demo, let's build the most familiar type, the multiple choice question. It's a classic for a reason. It's just so versatile and really, really effective. Building the question is basically a 2-step process. First, you write the question itself. But don't stop there. That formatting toolbar is where you can make it visually pop. Think about adding some color for emphasis, or maybe even embedding an image or a short video to make the question way more dynamic. Okay, here's a term that separates a good quiz from a great one: distractors. These are way more than just wrong answers. They are the clever, plausible alternatives that make someone really have to think. Honestly, crafting good distractors is the secret to a quiz that truly challenges your audience. All right, let's finalize this question. You'll put in your correct answer along with those clever distractors we just talked about. Now, this next part is absolutely vital for auto-marking. Make sure you tick the box right next to the correct answer. You can also randomize the order to keep things fresh. Once you're happy, just hit save, and bam, your first question is complete. On to section 3, the finishes. The core structure is built, but now it's time to add that layer of polish that makes the quiz uniquely yours and really customizes the user experience. Your control center for all of this customization is the Configure tab. You can think of this as the place where you set the rules of the game and really brand the whole experience. And this is where you can really tailor the quiz to your specific goals. If you need to create some urgency, add a time limit. Want to reinforce your brand? Display your logo. Looking to grow your audience? You can set it up to collect emails. There are a ton of options in here, so it is definitely worth exploring. And now for the final step, the moment we've all been working towards. Section 4, the launch. It is time to take your creation and share it with the world. So, when you're confident that every little detail is perfect, you're going to head over to the Publish tab. This is the final gateway between all your hard work and your live audience. This is the real turning point. So before you publish, your quiz has the status InDesign. It's basically just a private draft. But the moment you publish, that status flips to Open. And that means it is live, it's active, and it is ready for an audience. And making it happen is as simple as clicking that blue Publish Quiz button. The instant you click it, the status changes, and you'll have a shareable link ready to send out to everyone. And don't worry, publishing isn't some kind of permanent lock. You are always in control. If you happen to spot a typo or need to make an update, you can pause the quiz at any time just by closing it. None of your data will be lost, and you can reopen it the moment you're ready. So, there you have it. Your quiz is built, it's polished, and it is live. The only question left is, what will you discover from the people who take it? What kind of insights will you gain? The journey is really just beginning.